Howdily doodly, every pony. We're back with another slaughtering stream. Today we have a special guest, VooDoo Pup. VooDoo Pup is joining us via satellite. So here we are. We're going to be checking out VooDoo Pup's album Parasite, which appears to be a Queen Chrysalis version of, or not a version, a themed album. Is it a concept album? Does it have like a, full?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a concept album. It's not one particular story, but it's kind of just kind of who Chrysalis is. Like, so there's an intro song, and as we go through them, there's going to be, I guess I'll just give a quick rundown. There's, I guess you would call them methods. I don't know, 4 different ways maybe a changeling would take power or take control of a kingdom or something. And it'll be, deception. Of course, I'm totally blanking on what they are. Substitution. Strength. So just raw military might. Seduction, and then sympathy. So that'll be mentioned in the first song there, and it just kind of goes through those and just kind of explores Chrysalis as a character rather than one particular story.
Okay. Well, cool. That sounds like a cool deal. Let's check this out. We're going to be starting with the first song, which is called Face Value, and I believe
start selling online with Shopify.
Sorry, I believe we have listened to this song before on the stream. So, but we're going to do the whole thing all at once. So we're going to be checking that out. Oh, I wanted to mention super fast for the stream that I have a new banner. It's the banner that I got from Denver. I tweeted about it when I got it, and it's there you go. I think it's a unicorn that's tearing its own guts out, which is the coolest thing. So there you go. Anyway, let's check out this song. This song is called Face Value from VooDoo Pup, the Queen Chrysalis album. It was muted. Let's try it again.
Such a new me, but there's a new me for every day and night. Ooh, how lucky for you, I got just the one you need. From the face you know to the voice that you know, what you get is everything you see. By the time you solve the crime, the present's just regret. Face value ain't worth the dime, and you fall for all the same traps. Wondering, have you seen?
This is such a cool aesthetic just all around. It's like real kind of dark, but also driving at the same time. Just like so much driving aesthetic here, and it's so good. So,
thank you.
Your guitars, are they synths?
That's a good question because they are. I don't play too much guitar. My ability there is pretty limited. This particular guitar happens to be real, but it's slammed through so many noise gates and amp sims that it may as well be synth.
Okay.
Most of the guitars on the album are synth or somehow sampled.
Okay.
But there is a little bit of real guitar.
Okay, so this is an actual guitar that you recorded for this.
Yes.
But using effects and stuff like that is just it's just part of the game. It's not anything.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's normal. All right, let's keep her going.
The last of me, casualty, of skin deep, game of hide and seek. Heartbeat, slow creep, when it's time to feed. No need to speak. I know just who to be. To really, hook, sinker, and line. Peel right through you and grab the heart inside. same tricks.
The vocals are actually really neat. The way that they're layered like that, where you have the. Now, did you tune up the vocals, or those actual like falsettoed vocals?
Okay, so so huge shout out to, I mean, this album would not have been possible without a lot of people, but most of all, Dangerous Moonlight, who is the singer on all of these songs. I'll just call her Moonlight for short here, but she's on Twitter. She's a professional singer and voice actor. She did all those harmonies. None of that is tuned up or even auto-tuned. And in fact, like those close harmonies in the verse, she did those in one, maybe two takes, and I can't sing worth a lick, so it was just amazing to me to just hit record, and then she just got it, and then next one up, and then I think the octave thing, going an octave up in the chorus, I don't think that was even in the original plan. We were just recording it. I'm like, can you go up an octave? And she just did it, and I'm like, I guess you can.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds super good. The main thing that I like about it is that it really contributes to the evolution of the song. Like the way that it evolves from one step to the next and kind of gets more and more boisterous over time is really, really impressive. All the elements that come together the way they do. I remember listening to this now. We listen to so many songs that they just like sometimes are in one ear, not the other, but this one really stuck with me. It's really, really good. Cool deal. Okay, let's keep going.
Every gust of wind, every second twin, every crowd of face, every handshake, every spider's web, every hair on your neck, every beat of beat, and honeybee sing, every brush of wind, every slapping twin, every crowd of place, every handshake, every spider's web, every hair on your neck. In every other shape-shifting beast, you'll just think back to me. I'll real you, hook, sinker, and line, peel right through you. Grab the heart inside. Ooh, how I'm looking for you. I've got just the one you need. From the face you remember to the voice that you know, what you get is everything you see. By the time you saw me back, the presence just repacked. Face value, we work it down when you fall for all the same tracks. It was only a matter of time, and you've been waiting for this. Face value, we work it down when you fall for all the same tracks.
Super cool. Super good too. Like, now the lyrics, did you write these lyrics as well, or did you get any help, or how does that work?
Yeah, I did the lyrics here. Let's see. In this case, they were this song actually came pretty late in the game. It was originally just going to be 4 songs. It was going to be one for each, and you can see in my parentheses there the 4, I don't know, methods, prongs, whatever you want to call it. Substitution, seduction, strength, and sympathy. It was just going to be 4 songs for that, and then at the end, maybe I don't know, maybe I was like, oh, now what? Do I have to release it? And maybe it was just me procrastinating on that and not wanting to actually put it out there, or I don't know, maybe we wanted an intro for it. Whatever the reason, this song came out, and I think this was around the time I was playing Cyberpunk 2077. So this one and one of the other ones were heavily inspired by that, just I guess aesthetically.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. Like the all of the electronic elements as well. I mean, it's mostly electronic, but like the electronics coming together the way they do does sort of have kind of a cyberpunk feel to it, and I really like that. I think this is super cool. So like the intro has like a call to all of the songs we're going to hear in the future. That's super cool. That's it's a really interesting idea. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Kind of an overture, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super cool. Okay, so yeah, we'll move on to the next one. The next one is called "Lie with Me."
You kicked off your study session with
and I would sorry if I would be remiss if I didn't credit Syrupy with the album art, and also there in the corner of the screen, that's Syrupy with 3 Y's at the end. Commissioned her to do the album art, and this is all her doing. So Syrupy, yeah.
Okay, Syrupy is the DeviantArt, I guess, right here.
Yep.
Cool deal. Nice. Excellent. Okay, so there's syrupy, sweet action. All right. And the next one is called Lie With Me from VooDoo Pup. Let's check it out.
Let's dry your tears. Talk to me. Whisper in my ear.
I love this feeling as well. This is like, kind of has sort of a real, real like chill type of, what's the vibe that I'm getting here? It's like 1980s OST, like movie OST feeling type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vaporwave was kind of I guess
There you
just
go.
all of Vaporwave was kind of the inspiration for that. And I think this was in fact the other one that came from playing Cyberpunk. Just, I don't know, for some reason it was inspiring me.
Okay. So that's the, okay, Vaporwave is what we call it. I am not familiar with anything that has to do with electronic music at all.
Gotcha.
Hello, Magic Pink Horse. We do appreciate you being here in chat, even though it's 2:00 in the morning for you. All right, let's keep her going.
We'll work it out. Stay with me. We'll make it count. You'll never know just when it started. Why you feel trapped in the clutches. Lay your head next to mine. Tell me all the secrets that you keep locked tight. Night by night, you won't help but see. No one makes a better hurt than me. I'll take my place where love once stood. Chew your heart until it's empty, rotted wood. When bite by bite, your kingdom falls. Who say a girl can really have it all?
I liked that because that kind of felt like the one of the passages that we heard in the song from the show. That whatever
Yep.
the fuck that song was called.
This Day Aria, I think,
Yes.
is the official name for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's and so that's a really cool callback to that. It still, retains its originality and it doesn't go too far into that, but it's still, that is super cool. That's a really neat integration of like canon material into the song. That's super, super cool. I really, really
Thanks.
appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, I think there was a reprise in that episode of that song, and it's just Chrysalis, and when she sings like maybe a stanza, and she actually, I think those are the exact lyrics too. Who say a girl can't really have it all, and for some reason I couldn't get that out of my head, so I'm like, I'm just gonna rip this off and hope nobody cares.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I think that's like whenever you're doing art that is based on something else, then you're necessarily going to have certain pieces that, not necessarily, but you can, I think, get away with that. I think that's totally okay. It's not, this is original enough that I wouldn't consider it like an interpolation, but it's still, I just think it's cool to have that callback, to have this vaporwave, like aesthetic. Now I assume this is maybe the seduction part.
So this one actually is the substitution. It actually, I guess it does have both, but substitution in this case, it's she's taking the place
of okay.
Right.
I forgot about that one. Yeah. Okay. So substitution, taking the place of someone that the victim desires in order to. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Right, and it's both, but yeah.
Okay, so let's keep her going.
You say to me, it feels like something changed. Well, there's a brand new me. Call it a love exchange. Because killing darlings would be such a waste. Why would I skip the thrill of the chase? You'll never know just where your heart went when I replace your dear beloved. Lay your head next to mine. Tell me all the secrets that you keep locked tight. Night by night, you won't help but see. No one makes a better her than me. I'll take my place where love once stood. True your heart until it's empty, rotted wood. When bite by bite your kingdom falls, who'll say a girl can't really have it all?
I'm gonna back up a couple seconds here, but to really like take in this whole like sort of lead passage here. But what DAW are you using?
I use Mixcraft. I think I'm on version 9, whatever. Yeah. 9.
Mixcraft. I have never heard of Mixcraft.
Yeah, it's not a super popular one. In fact, I think it was in a Humble Bundle recently. So people may have gotten it for $1. It's a super good DAW, and it's got a lot of cool stuff included. I mean, I sound like they're not paying me to say this, I swear.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
got some really cool stuff in it. Like there's a B3 simulator in it that is really good called VB3. I think the bass sound in the last song was one of the instruments included. It's got some quirks, but a lot of them they've worked out. I started when they were in 6, and a lot of it is much better now. But I do recommend it, especially for the price.
Yeah, that's really, really good. $99, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Now, if Acoustica wanted to pay us to say this type of thing, stallionslaughter@gmail.com.
Right.
Go ahead and hit me up. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep their name out in the playback, and then they can pay to unlock it.
Right. So that's pretty cool. I love how balanced the mix is. That
Thank
there's
you.
nothing that's really that's like overpowering anything else. All of the elements are nice and clear and out in front, but they all have their specific place in the frequency range. It's super good mixing. And so I assume you
Thank
did
you.
all your mixing yourself.
I did, yeah. And the mixing, it took like 2 or 3 weeks to mix the whole album, and and then mastering and stuff. But actually, this song in particular is pretty funny because this was one of the last ones I mixed. This was the very first song that I wrote for this, and I used this. Well, I was using a bunch of synths because vaporwave or synthwave, whatever you want to call it. And of course, yeah, like you said, the frequency ranges, they can get in the way of each other pretty easily, and so that was a trial, especially when you work in vocals, to get everything to sit right. And then I was I guess it ended up being halfway through mixing when I literally had the program open and my power went out. Yeah, and it corrupted the file, and my earliest backup was, since this was the first song I wrote, it was about exactly a year old. And so I lost all that progress, and what happened was I had to restore Windows and all that goes with that. So I lost a bunch of progress on that, and so that was near the end of the album. So that was just a personal story there for
For lore. Yeah,
backing
gotcha.
stuff up. Yeah.
Oh my
For some
God.
reason the backups weren't working. It normally does automatic backups, but I guess I had changed the name of this file or something and it wasn't. But either way.
I've never had that problem on my new computer. I used to mix on a laptop, and that I had a frequent problem with that. Working with a DAW on a cheap laptop was almost as bad as playing like a Bethesda Fallout game where you have to save like every 10 seconds or you're going to lose. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I want to hear this lead. So I'll back up a couple of seconds and let's check it out. I cannot get over, I'm going to back it up again, but I cannot get over using that passage from the canon material. I love that idea so much. I'm definitely going to steal it. It's so good. It's absolutely just one of the most genius things. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I don't think anyone's ever done that. So it's super unique and also super, super cool. All right, let's keep it going. Super good. Really, really good stuff. You have ads running on every one of these videos. How does that work?
I don't even know. I'm not getting money from it. I have an ad blocker. Sorry, I'm one of those people.
No, you're fine.
But I don't even know those are there.
That's just interesting. I don't think I have any ads running on my videos, but I like make it a point not to have ads on my videos.
Yeah, that's fair. I need to find out how to toggle that. Turn it off if I can.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you're just like ad friendly, and I am very very not.
I mean, I'm only ad friendly as as far as my ad blocker goes, because I didn't even know they were there. But
interesting.
I want to give again, I'm going to keep harping on this, but credit to Moonlight for I had some melodies and some sheet music written out and stuff, but I mean her delivery and and her ideas as a singer, She's like, I think right before the bridge there, she was like, let's make this a long note. Let's hold this out. And it just takes it to the next level. So credit to all the musicians that have put their talents into singing on this, or in this case, I brought that up because this next one features Michael Pitcher on trumpet. He is he's actually a composer and a sample library designer and a trumpet player and sort of musical renaissance man in the fandom. He's done compositions and stuff on Ponies at Dawn, and he plays trumpet and on this next one. So this was also really informed by his delivery of that sort of those trumpet parts, I guess.
That is super cool. I like how, because when I make music, I'm like really very specific, and so actually I was going to ask you about that because when I first started making music. And getting involved with like fandom spaces and whatever, something that I would do often is be kind of scared to like hurt people's feelings and whatever. This was back in like 2014, so I'm like way different now. But like I was really afraid of hurting people's feelings. So when I got to the point where I just could not ask people to collab, because when I did collab with people, if they did something that was just ever so slightly than the way that I pictured it, I would want them to do it differently, but I would be too afraid of hurting their feelings to like tell them to do it different. So I got to the point where I just did no collabs ever. And I'm still more or less in the same position where I just don't collab. So it's cool to me that, you took cues from your collaborators and really made it so much better. But maybe that's why this is better than the stuff that I make. It's just so good. I'm really impressed with it so far, and we're only on track 3. So anyway, this song is called Be My Only. Let's check it out.
This is the seduction one, by the way.
Okay, I gotcha.
As you'll probably see.
Like the fake guitar. That's good.
Yeah, that one's, you can tell that's there is some real guitar here, but it's not up front.
Yeah. That's a pretty good sounding guitar VST though. That's actually a pretty impressive one.
Yeah.
It's not like FL Slayer. FL Slayer is probably the worst one.
I don't know FL Slayer. Is that from Fruity Loops?
Yeah. FL
Oh, okay.
Slayer is the Fruity Loops guitar VST, and it's terrible. It's actually the worst one for sure.
Most of them, I don't know why it's so hard. I guess because the dynamics of hitting strings, but it's really hard to find a good one. And this one is from a pack called Grindhouse, which is it's just totally ridiculous pack, where it's all these different instruments that were used in. I mean, not used in, but typical of Grindhouse movies in the 70s and I guess the early 80s. So like there'll be all this stuff for these kung fu movies. Here's these really cheesy drums, or here's this ocarina for a cheesy cheap western. And this particular guitar sound is like, I think it's called like trippy hippie guitar or something stupid like that. And when you play it in stereo, it's panned to hell and back, and like you can't even get your orientation. But like if you slam it in a mono, then it actually becomes usable, and it actually is not too bad.
I swear, chat just negs me. Anytime I say anything, I swear to God, you guys just disagree with me no matter what. I say FL Slayer is like the worst guitar VST, and everybody's like, no, it's actually great. It's actually the best there ever was. I swear, no matter what I say. I'd be like...
Spirited discourse.
Right. Gosh, it's so annoying. You people annoy me. But, okay, let's keep going. Oh my God, that was such a cool swell. And I love the drums with the little roll. That's so good. The roll leading up to the 2 and the 4 is so good. That's a really great choice. Wonderful. Just, chef's kiss. Wonderful. Now, is this still inspired by the cyberpunk thing?
So this one is not. This one is this one's inspired by a whole lot of different things. I guess so. What I'm going for in this one was a kind of like a 1920s, 1930s sort of cabaret song, I guess, dark cabaret. So Dresden Dolls, Voltaire, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Jill Tracy is probably like the first lady of that sort of music. She has a song that I basically ripped off for this. But
what is
so
there's the have you ever played any Fallout 4?
A tiny bit.
There's a what it reminds me of a lot is, I'm gonna have to look it up. Romanceable character. Oh my God! I want to say, what is it? Good Neighbor. Romanceable character, Good Neighbor. What is the name? No. Fallout 4.
Fallout.
Magnolia, I think, is the name of the character. Oh my God, Magnolia. That's enough context. Yeah, that's.
I played maybe the first hour of the game, so.
The third rail. So there's a. They did an original song for this game. When you go into the third rail, this character is singing a song, and it reminds me a lot of this.
Okay.
Where it's kind of a swingy type of song. And yeah, it's interesting. What? Magnolia's a synth? Holy, what? Are you serious? Actually, another interesting thing that I was going to ask you about was, I wonder why, I don't know, maybe I just don't look into the fanfic scene enough. I wonder why nobody has written a crossover of Fallout 4, but instead of synths, it's changelings. Like, would that not be fucking perfect? But I guess you haven't played the game. But it would be perfect. The whole premise of the game was that people were being kidnapped and replaced with synths from the Institute. But instead of the Institute, it would be Queen Chrysalis, and instead of synths, it would be changelings, and instead of people, it'd be ponies, of course. But like, yeah, it'd be fucking perfect. I think that'd be super cool.
That seems pretty fun. I thought you were going to say nobody's written a crossover of MLP and Fallout, and I was going to say, okay, I don't read fanfics either, but I'm pretty sure there is one.
No, there's none at all. None whatsoever. Who is Kakat? I have no idea. The My Little Pony and Fallout crossover market is overcrowded. Is it though? Is it really? I think that it's only maybe a lot of people are making attempts at it because of the success of Fallout Equestria, and I think a lot of people were trying to like get onto that because I think Fallout Equestria almost has its completely own fandom, almost independent of the brony scene entirely.
That seems like it.
Yeah, at least that's my estimation of it. Do not encourage this. I think My Little Pony Fallout crossovers are like the coolest thing ever. Once again, fucking chat.
It's very in chat.
Yeah. All right, let's keep her going.
There's a time and place for sunny days and dinner dates. But what you want, boy, deep inside is dress-up games and sleeping in. Someone who takes the heat, a shelter from that rainy street, a room to stay for just one night, unless that feeling's creeping in. The way to love ain't such an art. Just trace those claws over his heart. Come one, come all, come be my only. Who'd ever dream of leaving me lonely? Don't be afraid to leave those 3 words unspoken. All that I want is your nightly devotion.
There it is. Okay, what is actually I think the most impressive part about this is the variance, or like the versatility in the production, because like I'm a one-trick pony. I do metal, and that's it. Like that's all I do, and that's the only thing I'm like even slightly good at. I've tried to do other stuff, and I just suck at it. And it always comes off as sort of like metal. I just can't do anything else. And the way that's how natural this feels, cabaret music, I think is, yes, that's kind of the word I was trying to think of earlier. But like the versatility in production is actually super, super impressive. Where we went from a vaporwave that had like a really good, really well balanced mix to like this cabaret style, which is also really clear, really balanced, wonderful mix. I'm just really impressed by that. That's super cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think I like to do a lot of different genres just because I'm always afraid of like repeating myself. I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough ideas to do 2 cabaret songs or something like that. So I just kind of, you know. And this one took forever to lay everything out.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, like you can really hear how much love and attention went into this for sure. Hello, Mapper, or what is it? Madoka? That's the word. Yeah.
Oh, is that Madoka?
Yeah, that's
Madoka. There needs to be more cabaret music. I agree. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what you said, but I would agree with that. And yeah,
Moonlight only has 10 followers. What the fuck?
She needs a whole lot more, and jazz is her specialty.
Yeah.
So if anyone has a jazz song that needs singing, whether it's Pony or not, or you know, please get in contact with Dangerous Moonlight.
Well, I will retweet. This is I'm actually blown away. That's really this is criminal. That's insane. Okay. Tacoma. All right, let's check it out. Let's keep going.
You're sinking oh so deep. I'll have you talking in your sleep. Oh, little moth, come to my light and let me burn you up again. Wait until the day. Maybe you'll find you wanna stay. Another chance to roll the dice. Whisper your love and go all in. A good man's heart ain't such a chore. Just walk right in through the front door. Come one, come all, come be my
ever dream of leaving me lonely, don't be afraid to leave those 3 words unspoken. All that I want is your nightly devotion.
Oh, yes.
Mama, tell her that you found the one. Or stay discreet and keep it hushed. Your secret's safe with me.
Dude.
Let's just hope your heart will be.
Oh my God, just nailing it over and over again. Just like absolutely perfect in every way. The vocals are just so well integrated, and then the way that just like kind of that undertone of evil, the secret safe with, that's super good. I'm really super impressed. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, the swell, and then we went into the double time, and then it's just so good the way it climaxed and then resolved, and it's just wow, super good.
Thank you,
amazing.
Man. So that was Michael Pitcher's trumpet solo there, and then the vocals. So I flipped on the Chrysalis voice for Secret Safe with Me, and that was again, credit to Moonlight. That was her idea. She's like, what if we did Chrysalis voice for just this one line, and it's kind of like peeking from behind the mask. So, and like I said, jazz is her specialty, and in fact, this particular song, we had recorded the vocals in earlier, really just a guide vocal, and it was good enough to use. Like there was nothing wrong with it, but I was listening to it, I'm kind of like, this is a little too, a little risque. I don't know if anyone's gonna post it, and so I'll probably release that as a smoky mix or something. But she's just great.
Yeah, I mean, really good. Seriously professional sound here. In the future, I wanted to do like a sort of a cover of some of these types of songs. I did a cover of a Dean Martin song. And yeah, so this is a really great opportunity to get a vocalist in on that. I think it would be interesting to do that Dean Martin song, like more original. I just did like a vocal cover. I didn't actually do a real cover of it. But yeah, this is really good stuff. All right, let's keep her going. Holy shit.
Let's just hope your heart will be.
Oh yeah.
Don't waste your time with pointless games. Just walk right in the easy way. Come all, come be my only. Who'd ever dream of leaving me lonely? So be afraid, boy, you might just fall. 'Cause all I want is to see you crawl.
Oh my God, that was awesome. The step
She does that
down,
laugh well.
and I mean, even the trumpet added a really good flavor to it as well. Like I don't even know if it would really have gone off like it did without the trumpet. So like that's really good work too. And like this is definitely, because like the previous songs we listened to were like really good, but this is definitely Moonlight's forte. Like this is so incredibly perfect in every way. Seriously good stuff. This is going in the best of the best. I'll be listening to that again for sure. Oh my God, awesome. Okay, now we're on to the fourth track. Oh, no ad, look at that. This one's called Drones, so I assume this one is the this is going to be the war one, maybe.
Yeah, so this is on the album. It's technically, I guess, two tracks. On here, I put them together because they flow into each other. So Drones is like a little instrumental interlude to kind of get us from the cabaret to what this one's going to be. And yeah, you're exactly right. This is the war one. So maybe the mask has come off and it's time to attack, like they did in Canterlot, or whatever their strength option may be. But that's kind of what was in mind there.
The cats are desperate to get into this room, so we will spray them. Gone, be gone. Okay. All right.
Oh, they got the cat be gone juice.
Yes. Okay, so there's that. Oh, one of them is still in here. Come here. Out. Get out. Okay. They have a tendency to crawl back behind the computer and fucking unplug things. Okay, so let's check out the song. It's Drones, Eat Your Heart Out. I cannot wait. Hold on. I just can't believe this one only has 723 views compared to the rest of them. Like, that just goes to show how different my tastes are compared to the rest of like fandom stuff. It's just like, because this would be my favorite one so far. But okay.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think I'm partial to that one.
All right, let's check this one out. All right, Drones. Oh no, Ponytown is lost.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's awesome. Reload to play. Is Ponytown chat just going to be dead? Yeah, it looks like Ponytown chat's just dead.
Uh-oh.
So we'll okay, we'll abandon that. All right, let's check this song out. Hang on, I opened a window trying to do something and it played.
Oh, no problem.
It played a song over it, so we're listening to the interlude here. What? Okay, Ponytown is still dead for me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Here, I will even show you because I'm not lying. It's just, this is all I'm getting. And reloading, F5 doesn't work. Pony.town, still dead. It's still dead for me, boys. But, wait, can I mute Ashes Town? This is the sound that was playing. Bam. Ambient. Okay, there we go. How do I make the chat go away? Okay, so I guess Ashes Town isn't gonna work. Fuck it. Okay, well we'll just see if Ponytown comes back. It just updated. I know you keep saying that, but it's not. It's still dead. It's just not working. I don't know what's going on. Pony.town. Dead. Dead chat.
Ponytown is pony down.
Yeah, pony down. Okay. Let's keep it going this song though.
discovered she's not your lover, uncovered the unexpected. You saw cracks in my mask, asking what I'm going to do next. We're limited through limerence. It's a dissonant way to live. I disguise, then we mobilize. Why is it so damn hard to get? It's unethical, heretical, antithetical to what you think were the directions to the objective, protected behind your ribs.
Okay, so yeah, it's got a real dark, combative vibe to it. That's really good. I like that a lot. It's also got, once again, we've got a completely different sort of genre, I guess you could say, that we're going for, and it's really neat. I'm super impressed by the versatility in that way. So good, so good. Almost spoken word, yeah. Especially this passage here. It's good.
Your heart out. Don't turn around and run away.
Welcome to the stream, Burning Griffin.
Lay your weapons down, or I'll eat your heart out. You can't hide from the dawning of a new age. Dry your eyes and gaze upon the new crown. Don't turn around and run from me. Surrender what you've got, or we'll tear your city down. Don't turn your back on your new queen. It's entertaining.
It's so good. I love the little instrumental breaks. Just add so much flavor and character to it. It's so good. Like, I'm really impressed by the just all the correct choices going on. Cell Dweller vibe. God, I've heard Cell Dweller, but man, I haven't listened to them in forever. I can't even picture it. So I'm just gonna take your word for it. Yeah, really good. I'm really impressed by how every time we take a chance, it seems like it's the perfect choice. So like, normally when if somebody were to take a chance on something, like I'm going to break the vocals and I'm going to add a little instrumental break or whatever, it's really hit or miss, and it just seems like you've really nailed it every time. It's super good. I'm really impressed. Keep it going.
When you stop changing, rearranging your true face, how immediate you find obedience with the easiest and oldest way. It's ironic how symbiotic and necrotic love can be. What perfects you and what can wreck you is the very fruit that feeds me. Take deception, add some aggression, and not a weapon can defeat you. It takes an army to disarm me, and I'm sorry, but I've got one too.
And then her vocals are super good too, because they're like so subtly aggressive, which just was like seems to fit in with the Chrysalis vibe of not like direct confrontation, but sort of an undermining thing. Like, but it's also it's just so good. I'm really impressed by the vocals, especially. It's super good. Where are you at in PT? It is we're next to the fucking, what's it called? The carrot farm. Where, if you know where that is. I have no idea, like, anything about Ponytown. I just kind of do the thing. Okay.
Feast your eyes and eat your heart out. Don't turn around and run away. Lay your weapons down, or I'll eat your heart out.
I also love the double meaning in the lyrics. That's super good too. That's really awesome. Man,
if I don't put a pun in every song, I think I'd die. I'm gonna put stupid puns in there. And
it's good. It's not stupid. I don't even think this is really counts as like a pun, because puns are by definition bad. But
well, that's true.
Yeah. So this is this is good. This is really good. Oh, let's keep it going. And
just wanted to mention here that there's the choir here. So we have there's 4 people singing back up here behind Moonlight. There's Michael Pitcher, who played trumpet on 2 songs ago on the Cabaret song. Austin Nebbia, he's a professional voice actor and singer, so he's been a friend of mine for a long time, so I wanted to plug him. He does voiceovers for YouTube, he does audiobooks, he's a fantastic singer. And then Rachel Jones and Chelsea Noel, they are both in, I've done some work with their band, The Puppet Heads, which is in all They Might Be Giants cover band.
Okay.
So I've been friends
They
with
Might
them.
Be Giants. Isn't that a metal band?
They're kind of a I don't know what you call them. Some people have called them geek rock, though I'm sure nobody would actually like to be referred to that. But they're a multi-genre band. They do all sorts of weird stuff.
Okay. I don't know what I was thinking of. There Might Be Giants. Okay. All right, let's keep it going.
You can't hide from the dawning of a new age. Dry your eyes and gaze upon the new crown. Don't
I also love the staccato, the synth that runs kind of in the left speaker. That's so good. I like that. That's such a good, but it's subtle. It's not like, that's what I really like. I think the most about all of it is that the really impressive stuff is not like right out in front and center. It's not like, look at me, guys. It's just, it allows the listener, it's not an insult to my intelligence. That's kind of what I'm getting at, is that here's the sound and that you can hear it if you want to, but it's not like, this is the sound, guys, now you hear this. It's just, yeah, I love that. It's so good. Let's keep it going.
Thanks.
turn around and run from me. Surrender what you've got, or we'll tear your city down. Don't turn your back on your new queen. Feast your eyes and eat your heart out. Don't turn around from this new age. Raise a hand against me and I'll eat your heart out. You can't hide from the dawning of a new day. Dry your eyes and gaze upon the new crown. Don't turn around and run from me. Surrender what you've got, or we'll tear your city down. Don't turn around, don't turn your back.
Neat. So good. I just, yeah. I don't think there's anything I could say about that I haven't already. Just really good stuff.
That one was inspired a lot by the L Train and all his work, especially Moonrise. I don't know if you've heard
Okay.
that album, but it's basically the story of Nightmare Moon and her origin and stuff. And that's just, I guess it was a super influential album to me, and I love it. And so that one was also kind of a love letter to that.
Okay. Cool. So we've got our little instrumental break here. It's about 55 seconds. So let's check this out. Okay, cool. We had like kind of it felt sort of OST like we were building some sort of emotion to go into the next song. What made you think, or not what made you think, what made you, so for instance, on the previous track, Drones, you not encompassed, you worked the instrumental break as an intro to the next song. So what is it that what was your thinking for putting that as the intro, not as an intro, as an instrumental standalone?
So so this one also came pretty late in the game. It wasn't originally going to be part of it, but so Eat Your Heart Out, so Drones led into Eat Your Heart Out, and Eat Your Heart Out was kind of the the war, and then the next one, or this one that's coming up, I should say, this one, Animal, is basically after she has lost.
Okay.
So I felt like there needed to be something kind of between there. As for
the
musically, why
sympathy vibes. Okay.
Right.
So
there
fall,
needed to be some sort of symbol of her falling, I think.
Okay, so fall would be losing the war, and now we're trying to garner sympathy after.
Right.
Okay. That is so cool. Just there's not enough people to do concepts albums, and so this kind of thing is just tickles me. Just tickles me. I just love it.
Appreciate
and so Animal is going to be the sympathy one. I got you. Cool deal.
Come see what's real and what was ideal. The lights are up in an empty hall. It's a game pretending, a whole show depending on a role with no curtain call. A role that dances, acts and sings and always feels the mask that clings and stifles everything you'd be if only you were you. You think I am an animal, a force of nature breaking all I touch and all you know. You think I am a deadly wind, a thunderstorm of havoc wrecking homes, and then I go as though I want to tear from you what could just as well be shared with you. Well, even a savage beast needs somewhere to retreat sometimes. With grins to grin and so many plates to spin, it makes no sense to carry on. While the curtain's peeled and the twist is long revealed and all the lines that I got wrong. Don't think about just what it's like to don the mask beneath these lights, to grin and bear with all your might, yet never bear yourself at all.
Oh my god, it's just such a good composition. Like it's just the two instruments. I say the instruments, it's the vocals and then the keys so far, and it's just, I mean, it's really good because it holds. I don't think I when I usually listen to songs, I'm usually pausing like every minute or so, but this one is just like, oh, what's gonna happen next? It just really draws you in and then just keeps you there. It's so good. I'm really impressed with this composition. Just
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yourself at all. You think I am a parasite that I take and never feel regret or feel alone. You think I have a heart of stone and never truly care one little bit. What do you know? As if I want to tear from you what could just as well be shared with you. Well, not even a parasite does it out of spite for you. But I'll take a bow and walk off the stage, and you can turn your your back on me and walk away.
This is where the this is where the voice actor chops are really coming through, because she's like you can tell that she's putting so much emotion into it, and that really sells the song as being what it is, that it really contributes to the whole vibe of it. It's just, man, really good direction, composition, everything. It's just so good.
She is fantastic, and she pretty much, I had the vocal melody, but it was just, I written on piano because, like I said earlier, I can't sing, so I can figure out what notes go together, and then I gave this to her, and I wasn't even fully convinced by the vocal melody, but when I heard her sing it, just all these vocals are her delivery. Because, if you can sing, you can sing, but if you can deliver it like she does, she's just fantastic. I'm sorry. I just love to harp on how good she is.
Yeah, she really nails it. Just like, technically proficient, but also just sells it in such a wonderfully artistic sense. I'm just super impressed. Wonderful work here. Let's keep it going.
Turn your back on me and walk away.
Really sounds like something that would be in a more serious rendition of MLP. That also is another really impressive element of the album, is that it doesn't stray so far away from the canon material that it would be something that I would do. You know what I mean? It's got all of the dark elements involved with storytelling that doesn't stray so far away, but it's also not just little tiny kid-like. It's not childlike, but it's also not so far divorced from the source material that it's just so good. That is really also impressive. That's a difficult thing to wrangle that I used to try to do back in the day. I don't at all anymore, but yeah, that's so good. Let's keep it going.
I wish I could just make a trade. My name in lights for just one day. No need to hide my face away again. You loved the love that wasn't hers, so why not me who gave her word to love you till the very end? But I'll take a bow, take my bow and walk off the stage, and you can turn your back on me and walk away. You'll see me again someday, another stage, a different play. Hide your face and turn away, and I'll do the same.
Excellent. I also like the simile, like not making it explicit, not saying that I lost a war, guys. That's so good. It's like that's a really good choice to make. Instead of making the song like, we fought a war and now I lost and now I'm sad, it's using the stage or like a stage play or that kind of thing as a simile, or there's a fucking word that I'm looking for here, where you take two things and you replace one thing with the other thing. It's like an allegory. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
The allegory of like a play being, kind of like what is it called? Like the stages or whatever the fuck they call it in like wars or whatever.
Like the battles and stuff.
Yeah, there's
I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a word that they use for we're saying, and I think it's stage. I'm not entirely sure. When theater.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they would say the European theater.
Right.
Yeah, and so that works as well. It's just, yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Well,
and that...
no. You need to just like take that and be like, yes, that's exactly what I was going for.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Oh,
I'm a genius. Yeah.
Yeah, when I showed this stuff before we recorded it to Moonlight, she's like, "Oh, it's all different genres because she's a changeling." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what I
yeah,
meant.
that's
That's
because I can't
hilarious.
focus on more than one, or if I can't focus on one for more than one song." But
Yeah.
and I guess this one was also a reference to how it's kind of musical theater, which is her other background. So I wanted to kind of utilize that. And this was also inspired. There's a song by Ponyphonic called "Feed Me with Your Heart."
Okay.
And it's a Chrysalis song, and it's got pretty much the same instrumentation. It's got piano strings, and then it's just got cymbals in the background, and it's probably one of my favorite songs that I've heard. It's just so well written, and I just wanted to try to do something kind of similar, and also to do kind of an unreliable narrator song, which I haven't done too much of, but I really like the spin because I mentioned They Might Be Giants earlier. That's something they do a lot. You get these narrators that are you can't really trust them. So like Chrysalis has lost his war, sure, but she's still trying to leech off your love, still trying to eat up all that sympathy.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of pokes through at the end in Coda, but
Yeah.
it's just, you can't really trust that she really feels bad.
Right. It's,
That's
you can
the intent.
you can tell definitely in the final line the way that it's delivered, even mixed and everything. You can tell that it's not necessarily. I don't actually feel bad. I'm trying to deceive. I got you. This song definitely feels like something out of a musical theater. Yeah. The whole thing does, though. I feel like this could be like a play, but that's essentially the vibe you're going for with a concept album. Is that you're sort of laying out sort of a musical theater type of thing where you're supposed to feel certain emotions for the characters and whatever, and then you have the vocalist, which is essentially the narrator. And yeah, oh man, just I don't think that there's anything that you could possibly change to make this album more perfect.
Please, thank you. Appreciate
it. It's actually 10 out of 10. I don't think we have. I don't think we have like very many 10 out of 10 projects. There's usually always some little nitpicky thing, but I think like as a whole, taken in its entirety, I really do think that this runtime from start to finish is basically perfect. If I were to nitpick literally anything, I would probably run Fall and Animal together, or maybe the same way that you did with Drones and Eat Your Heart Out. I would run those two songs together, but I think that it also might work just as is, because like I said, I would be scared to change anything because it's so fucking perfect. Really, really good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Credit to all the musicians that made this happen. I mean, Moonlight, of course, Michael Pitcher, the choir, Syrupy for the album art. So, and thank you again for looking over this album.
Yeah, super good. What non-album music have you done? Actually,
so there's an Applejack song there that has vocals. It's
the Vibe Ponies
I think
one?
You'd Be Proud. It's a little bit. I think it's the fourth row, the one on the far left. That one is kind of a non-album Applejack. This is a bit older, and so not super well mixed. But
who is Destiny Howard?
Destiny Howard is my wife. Well, she was not at this time, but she is now.
Oh, I got you.
And she's a great singer. So
I watch too much Twitch streams. Well, not Twitch anymore, but I watch too much fucking shit. So whenever I see the word Destiny, I don't think of it as a girl's. Yeah, I don't think of it as a girl name. And so yeah, when you said Destiny Howard is yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, I want to check this one out. I Think You'd Be Proud, Applejack song, VooDoo Pup and Destiny Howard. Oh, let's check it out.
It's been a good fall. The trees have given all they're gonna give. I'm stuck between the crisp and the cold, and we're all just getting older. Sis is growing like a weed, but Granny's still her same old way. And Mac looks so familiar, but he ain't got much to say. And me, I think you'd be proud of what you left. I think you'd be happy with what you'd see. I wish I could show you what we've done. I wish I could take you the places we've gone. I hope you'll be proud of me.
Once again, we have a completely different genre because this is very, very Western. Not too Western because I absolutely fucking despise country music. So it's so, yeah.
Pop country, sort of, I guess.
Oh, Magic Pink Horse says really, really good one. And he's saying that because Russians have this thing. You know how weebs exist in the United States, where there are people who are so engrossed in Japanese culture. You know, we call them weebs. Apparently, Russians do the same thing, but with America. So that's what his thing is. I'm sure that it's country western song, and so he's just all like, "Hell yeah, I'm one of you guys. I'm over here the country western American, and all that." JK, LOL. He's not really like that, but I think it's funny. We were just talking about Russian like American type weeb people. He said no, and yeah. All right, let's keep her going.
Got your same guitar. You taught me some chords, and I learned some more.
A marabou. I like that. That's good. A marabou.
I've heard that
Here's
one.
the old
But then again, I don't understand where the origin of weeb. Where does weeb come? I'm scared to Google it. Fuck it. Let's check it out. Weeb. What does weeb come from? A weeb is a derisive term for a non-Japanese person who is obsessed with Japanese culture and wish they were actually Japanese. But what is the etymology? What is the etymology of the word weeb? Where does weeb
Well, it looks like
come
it's
from?
a radio station over there on the right.
There you go. WEEB. Weeaboo. What does weeaboo mean? Wannabe. Wait, blend of white, wannabe, and Japanese. No, that's Wapanese. Wapanese is extensively used. Blah 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 blah. By a sort of Japanese culture, particularly abusive term. According to You Know Your Meme, Wapanese peaked in 2005. Blah 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 blah. Prompting 4chan moderators to apply a special filter replacing all instances of Wapanese with arbitrarily weeaboo. Okay. So, damn, there's not really a one-to-one that would be able to make like a marabou. I guess works perfectly fine, but okay. All right. That's enough of that. Let's keep going with the song.
I saw the Perry Bible Fellowship reference to the webcomic on that page.
Oh, okay.
All these memories came back with that webcomic.
some more. Excuse the old saying, but I think we didn't fall that far. Some days I tell them that I'm sick, I can't get out of bed today, but sis is catching on so quick, and I don't know what to say, but still I think you'd be proud of what you left. I think you'd be happy with what you see. I wish I could show you what we've done. I wish I could take you the places we've gone.
So this is, how old is this? Oh my god, it doesn't say. What
I don't even remember. What, I want to say 2019?
Why does it not show me what's up with the page? It's not fucking working with me. So,
The new YouTube is a timeless design.
it's so garbage. What the hell? I'm trying to like zoom out. I'm oh my god. Okay. September 14th, 2019. So this is a fairly older song. And like, no offense, it shows. And the reason why The reason why it shows is that the like I love like examples like these because it can show how subtly an unbalanced mix can sneak in, right? So like this bass guitar, I assume synth.
Yeah.
This bass guitar is like super loud. It's like
Right.
Yeah. So that's one element that I can point to directly and be like, this is a super obvious example of an instrument that's unbalanced. But we didn't have that in the album. And this is why I like to go over the older stuff as well. Because you can see the evolution in the production quality.
One thing that really helped with that was on the new album especially, I went and listened to everything in my car, which has lower frequencies my computer speakers are pretty bassy. I don't have monitors, so I just fix on either headphones, computer speakers, and then I listen to it on those two. I listen to a Bluetooth speaker, and then in my car, the bass frequencies really jump out that I otherwise didn't hear.
When you say computer speakers, are you talking about just like regular ass like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're Pebbles, I think. Creative. Oh. I'm looking at Creative brand Pebbles or something.
Creative brand Pebbles?
I think they're called Pebbles. Yeah.
Pebbles. Oh, yeah, these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty bassy. They're not like, good bassy. They're like muddy bassy. But so for the sub frequencies and stuff, anything that has a subwoofer would be good for monitoring that.
What? That's not what I want. Oh, are they made by the same brand? This is what I've got. These things, and they've got powered subwoofers. So when I first started using them, all of my mixes came out really, really dry on the low end because I was mixing exclusively on there, and then the frequency range on my Sennheisers, the monitors I'm wearing now, these were have a really, really wide low end that go all the way down to like 8 hertz.
Oh, so, God, yeah.
Yeah. I never had a chance to like really hear bass range or like and whatever. So because when you listen to it on regular like computer speakers, because I bet that these Pebbles or whatever you call them, those things, I bet the frequency range or like for the frequency response range is somewhere like 20 hertz. I think is probably the lowest it goes. It'll say
probably around there.
I'm pretty sure. No, the frequency response range is 100.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
that's garbage.
There you go.
Like actual trash. I wouldn't even buy these. And so, whenever you have the cutoff there, then it cuts out all of the lower frequencies and doesn't allow the low end to breathe. So you'll end up with a more pronounced low end on the speakers. It'll sound louder than it will be reproduced on other things. But if you listen to it in the car and stuff like that, you probably learned this.
Yeah, you can pick it up because the car has, in my case, has a sub where, of course, these don't. I mean, and 100 hertz is such, I guess, an important cutoff point because another thing I learned since this Applejack song is, I mean, it's a rule of thumb, not a hard and fast rule, but everything except the kick drum and the bass drum, just basically cut out everything below 100 because it doesn't need to be there. Now, of course, if it's a piano-only song or if it's electronica, that goes out the window. But yeah, so I didn't even know these only went down to 100 hertz, so that's good to know. But yeah, everything below that nowadays I cut out.
I would definitely. Would be a really good set of speakers to have, though, considering that because like mine go down to 20, and I thought most production speakers went down to 20. Even if you get earbuds, they usually go down to 20. That's of a frequency response range. And so having a set of speakers with such a narrow, I mean, this is, it sounds like it's not narrow when you say 100 to 17,000. Doesn't sound like it's narrow, but that's a pretty narrow frequency response range. And so it would be really good to get a set of speakers to be able to listen to it on there. God, where's my Bluetooth speaker? I can't even remember what it's called, but I want to say even that goes down to 20. And so, yeah, I'm super surprised. Philips desktop speakers. Let me see. Oh, Wow, it's gonna give me a whole freaking list of things. Let's just
All
pick
of them
one
they've
at
ever
random.
made.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, I'm on some random ass website.
Yeah, I was gonna say Philips makes shoes now or something. I saw it at the bottom. I guess that's not the Philips site.
This product is no longer available. Okay, accept cookies. Jesus Christ, we need to go back to when you just had to automatically do it and not opt in. Yeah, see, this one is 20. This one is 20 hertz to 20,000, which is, you know, is a normal set of speakers. That's what you're going to get whenever if you pay a little bit of money, because these were, you know, $100. If you pay quite a bit of money, you're going to get like this. Slaughtering of online shopping, sure. So my Sennheisers go from 8 to 28,000, which is like a really wide range, and that's the kind of thing you're going for. But anyway, that's
anything below 20 hertz. Anything below 20 hertz is hard to like discern, but it's still super important, of course. I mean, you got the ones that go down to 8. And then even stuff below 5, like if you pull up a spectral analyzer in your mix, just throw it as the last thing on there. So that's factoring all your reverbs, all your room sound from any mics you're using. And you check stuff beneath 5 hertz. You know, there might be something there, so you want to make sure to cut that out because it's just going to muddy the hell out of it.
Yeah. So this is my understanding of like the human ability to hear is between 20 and 20,000. And so whenever I do my mixes, before I export everything to the mastering chain, I literally run not brick walls. What do you call that? It's a filter, a shelf, whatever the fuck.
Oh, shelf, yeah.
Yeah, I cut off everything below 20 hertz and everything above 20,000. But because then you're basically just cutting out noises that can interfere with the mix that you can't even really fucking hear.
Right.
But
you can feel it sometimes, if the speaker's loud enough, but that's and a lot of the stuff that you're cutting out, especially if you use mics to record an amp or drums or anything, a lot of that's room noise. It's just the air moving around or the air conditioner or something like that. So a lot of that is just junk that can be cut out.
The hearing range of a tuna is 100 to 1,000. Good to know.
So if you're mixing for tuna, make sure to stay between those frequencies.
There you go. If you're
listening to your tuna cans.
Yes. So that's that. When and that's how I do my mixes, and so I would never imagine cutting off at 100, but okay. Anyway, let's keep this song going.
I hope you be proud of me. Cold night, I think I'd better go back inside. I hope you hear me, and I hope you understand. I won't get out of bed today.
Interesting. No. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yes, that was just a one-off. I don't even know if there was any particular inspiration for that, but just
20 to 100 hertz is about 2 octaves. Quite a lot of frequency to be missing. Maybe. That's probably true. I wouldn't think that it would be that much. That's a lot. But I guess as you go into the lower frequencies, you get everything becomes really compressed, like the waves, or the waves are wider, maybe. Because like when you're thinking of a wave, the lower the hertz, the longer the actual waves are. So that sounds wild to me that it would be 2 whole octaves between that frequency range. Because like it would make sense to me that if you went from 20,000 to 20,100, that you could get a lot more notes out of that, or a lot more octaves, because the waveform is a lot tighter. But then again, I might be thinking of sound in the wrong way, because maybe it's evenly distributed. I'm not really entirely sure. I feel like that would be
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you take a note that's at, say, 30 hertz and then double it, go an octave up, that would be 60. So, and then double that, you're 120.
That's the thing, is I don't know.
About right.
Right. That's the thing, is I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if 60 to 120 is like 1 octave or whatever. I don't know if the octaves are actually, because octaves in music is based on. I just realized that my fucking lights went super bright for some reason. Oh, I was fucking with the DMX controller. So I can change the colors. Like if I wanted it to be red, I think red looks really good on this banner. White is more natural to the actual colors of it, but I think that red
is the spirit.
I had it pink earlier, but I turned off the manual RGB. I just looked here for the hell of it. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. But yes, okay. So there you go. That's VooDoo Pup music. We've been going for about an hour and a half. So do you have any closing thoughts, if you will, like future projects, or maybe dream collabs? Do you have people that you've always wanted to collab with but you've never had the opportunity to, or that kind of stuff, like future plans?
Well, yeah, as far as future plans, Moonlight and I are working on, I guess I can say it here, probably a smaller album, maybe an EP of villain songs, kind of in the vein of what we did with Parasite. It won't be Chrysalis, but it will be Pony. We've submitted a track to State of Sugar, and I think they're still in the judging process, so fingers crossed that we get on there. As far as, I was going to say dream collabs. I would really like to work with Michael Pitcher again, and I actually am. We're working on the Princess of Love comic project, which is run by, I don't know if it's Lum or Lum H. I don't know how to pronounce his screen name, but we're doing some songs for them. He's doing the music, and I'm doing some lyrics. So dream collabs, it's Lum H.
Lum, L-U-M?
Yeah, L-U-M-M-H, actually. Yeah, that one.
How is it that I just don't know any of these fucking people? Like, I've been doing, fucking brony stuff forever, like years and years, and there are still people that I don't know. And look, a bunch of my mutuals follow this dude too. So like, what the fuck? Oh, look, an art boy. Oh no, that's not him.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Okay.
He's got a whole team working on this. This is a huge project about Princess Cadence's history and everything, and it's.
Would I recognize any of this?
Some of the artists possibly.
Because maybe I've seen it before and I just didn't know. Wait, where is it? Let's just go to Loom, I would assume. I have no idea.
Loom, probably Loom, yeah.
Oh, wait. Are they like a legit one of the IDW comic artists?
No, but his art does kind of have that feel to it.
Oh.
At least I don't think he is, but maybe.
Jeez, look at that. That's really cool. Wow. Jeez. It just kind of blows my mind that people still go all out like this on pony stuff. And that's just super cool. Super cool. Love those rad comic pages. Yeah. Huffy Lime. I don't think I've seen Huffy Lime in chat before. Welcome
hi,
to
Huffy
the
Lime.
slaughtering stream. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm not really sure if I can milk you for any more content. I think that's about where we are. But we do appreciate having you.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And yeah, this was a lot of fun. This album is super, super good.
Thank you.
I don't think that there's anything else that I can say about it that I haven't already. So we missed Soul Strings while we were doing this. Soul Strings is back home doing his thing and wasn't able to join us this time. But we I don't know, send our regards or whatever. I'm not sure how it works, to be honest. But yeah. So when Soul Strings rewatches this, I want Soul Strings to see that we missed you, buddy.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week with another slaughtering stream, and I think it's going to be a classic. We're going to go from the newest tracks to the oldest tracks, and we're just going to cover as many as we can. And if you're in the area, if you're doing convention stuff, tomorrow I'll be at Tales and Tornadoes Furry Convention, and so we're going to be rocking that place up. So we will see you there, or not. And I'll let VooDoo Pup have the final word on whatever it is that you're doing, plans or whatever. You said you're doing an album, and yeah, I think that's it.
Still, it's only about half written right now, so just keep your eyes peeled. And again, thank you for having me.
No problem. All right. Bye.